It's the dreaded cold and flu season, and every year you think you're gonna avoid getting sick, but then you don't. You're eating your fruits and veggies, you're trying to get in all that vitamin C, but there's actually other habits that you might be inviting germs into your home. Professional home organizer and lifestyle consultant creator Ashley LaFawn joins me through the screen. She's sharing 5 gross things you should stop doing. Welcome, Ashley. Thanks for being with us. I love that you went straight to gross because we all just think gross is such a word, but in this conversation, what does gross mean to you?
Of course, gross means unhygienic and unsanitary, but it's not just about the germs and the bacteria. Of course, that's super important, but really what I care about is preserving our sacred space, our home, and making it feel clean.
Yes, yes, I love that. Let's jump right into your list because the first one I think naturally duh, but you're saying we just need to wash our hands more.
I mean, it is the number one most important thing that we can do. We all know that after coming out of the pandemic, that washing our hands is the most important thing to reduce germs and bacteria. But again, it comes down to feeling unclean for me. Until I walk through the door and wash my hands, I don't feel good about making my kids lunch or, preparing something in the kitchen or playing with my children and touching everything. You're just spreading anything that was outside. You are now bringing inside and spreading it across all your surfaces. So the number one most important thing we can do is wash our hands, and it's something that I've taught my kids and my husband most of the time, and I really feel like it makes a difference for our household.
Fair. This next one, I think it can be controversial to some people. What's your policy on shoes inside the house?
We are a strict no-shoe household, and the same goes for guests. And honestly, people expect it from us at this point, so it's not an uncomfortable conversation anymore, but there's nothing more dirty than the shoes that touch the pavement outside. I do not want those traipsing all over my floors and my carpets.
I agree. Gross. No, thank you.
Gross.
Next, I think one that we don't think about as much, but it's our phones. Those things are just germ collectors.
Our phones are the worst culprits because so many people think they come home, they wash their hands, and they've covered it. But actually, your phone is something you're placing on a restaurant table. You're throwing in a bag. You're bringing in your car. It's something your kids play with. It is the most dirty thing in your home, and it should be clean just as your hand should. So one of the ways that I do that, I have these little lens cleaning wipes. I buy a big box. They're single use, and they have alcohol in them, and they wipe really quickly, and they keep the germs off. They make me feel so much better. It's something that anytime I bring my phone outside of the house, I am making sure I'm wiping it down.
Smart. Okay, this one I actually didn't think about a lot, but putting handbags and school bags on the kitchen counter. But yes, no thank you.
When I think about school bags and purses, like even if you say that you never put your bag on the ground, if you've ever traveled or been on an airplane with a bag, it had to go under the seat. So at some point it went onto the ground, or you go to a restaurant, it goes onto a seat. At school, those book bags are going onto hooks and being touched by a million children and going on the ground. So the idea of like taking a bag and putting it onto my kitchen counter where I cook food and feed my kids, that's a no in my household.
You're absolutely right. 30 quick seconds less. The last one is wearing travel or school or outdoor clothes in or on your bed. I am a strict no to this one.
Absolutely. My rule, no outdoor clothes. So whether you're coming home from school, from daycare, or from traveling, those clothes come off before you are ever setting foot anywhere into a bed. Even, again, my kids know that rule now. As soon as they get home from school, they change their clothes.
Ashley, so good. 5 gross things we can stop doing. Where can we connect more with you?
Thank you so much. You can find us on our most active channel, Instagram, @ofspaceandmind.
So fun. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.